50's developing a documentary on Diddy allegations, vows to donate proceeds to sexual... Can you call it, when is this?
Dude, this guy's a troll.
This guy,
He's a troll.
no, he is unstoppable, man.
Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy.
Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, you told me before that you was at a party before that they attended and you said the party was weird. Tell me about that.
Hollywood rumors. They can be harmless gossip, clever publicity moves, or, occasionally, carry something risky beneath the surface.
50 is always going after. 50 is the man. But 50 is, and if you're on 50's bad side, bro, God bless you, man. May God protect you, because he is not letting that foot off your neck ever.
Yeah, with Floyd, Ja Rule, Floyd Mayweather, he does not play games, bro.
Also, one of the most charismatic dudes I've ever met.
No. So 50's developing a documentary on Diddy allegations, vows to donate proceeds to sexual... Can you call it, when is this?
Dude, this guy's a troll.
This guy,
He's a troll.
no, he is unstoppable, man.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy. I remember he was doing the stuff with Mayweather. It's like, here, put the alphabet. I want him to read a book.
One page from a Harry Potter book. Yeah. He was like, I'll donate 500,000.
And
these are both New Yorkers.
They were best friends, though. They were best friends, too. Like,
what was
really
the falling out?
Like, that's his business, man. I'll let him explain that to you. But like, they were really close. So that's, I think,
is it a public story or no?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. I know he talked to me about something, but I let him share his business.
Okay. Yeah. To me, there's a part about 50 that gives me a man's man vibe,
bro. He is.
That's the vibe I get from him, and even the way he edifies Eminem. You just gotta love the way he edifies Eminem.
Just a lot of respect. A loyal dude who really understands people from a young age. From a very young age, understood social dynamics. Like, he told me, he was like, yeah, when I was like 12 or 13, I was raised by like old heads, and I was just observing them. You don't get to talk a lot when you're with the old dudes. You're just kind of watching the power dynamics, watch how things work. Man, he told me some crazy story. I don't know if I can.
50 Cent's social media has always been a must-watch. He understands the art of hinting and grabbing attention, and he knows just how to make people talk. But this time, it wasn't just another cryptic post or petty feud. This time, he hinted at something huge, a video. The kind of footage that could rock Hollywood's elite. And at the heart of it were two of the biggest names in the industry, Will Smith and Diddy.
Sex tape that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another male. They say the other male is an A-list celebrity.
I would wonder if he's white or black. With Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy, that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you got to realize he ran with that that Rat Pack, and I don't want to even say their names, but they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner? What's the other guy? Leonardo? His name. Man, I don't keep up with these cats, but I heard that that's not only the tape that's being shot. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him, and him doing some things with some other people. So there's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing, and I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they really true. Because if they got if they got some tapes out there and it's with some underage, whether it's celebrities or not, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be real crazy. And they're gonna have to bring that to forefront because the prosecutor's gonna want those tapes. And they're gonna do whatever they have to do legally to get those tapes. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. So we just better hope I don't really know or trust that, because they was trying to say he had a tape with one of the bodyguards and this lady that came out. So we don't know what to think until we.
In the relationship between you and Von Zip was a connection, right?
Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, it's a known fact, but I mean, you know, it's not, you know, you was just his connection when you came to LA. I mean,
he used to bring his partners from New York, all the people that he had. I used to hook them up, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them used to buy like 50 keys, 20 gallons of PCP, yeah, like once a month.
So how did that come about? I mean, you know, him and you starting to have a relationship, you know, where you was supplying him with, you know, whatever.
No, it came from that baseball game. But matter of fact, I seen him way before then, though, on that Will Smith, Jada Pinkett gave a party.
Tell me about that.
It was that Set It Off party.
Right.
They did that movie, they gave a little Set It Off party. And he was there. He was with Tupac, matter of fact, at that little party.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So tell me about that party, man. Tell me about him being with Tupac, and also tell me about, I remember you made a comment saying that party was a little wild, man.
Yeah.
Like Will Smith and Jada was into some, you know, wild stuff or something like that?
That shit weird. That just was a weird party.
Why you say that? Why the party was weird?
Because back in the days, people weren't used to that type of stuff. But now it's more out there.
Will Smith and Diddy's connection goes way back, with their history tracing back to the late 90s. Both made their mark in music around the same time. Diddy in 1996, followed by Will in 1997. Over the years, they've been spotted at countless events together, mingling with Hollywood's elite. But now, fans are beginning to wonder, are these public appearances just friendly encounters? Or is there a hidden agenda behind the scenes?
I knew he was there before I got there.
On the plane?
Yeah.
Man, so do y'all see each other?
Not like, I saw him, yeah, we sat right in first class. Like, he sat on the other side, like by the window. So somebody sitting at the actual edge of it. See, and then I sat down and I kept getting up and moving around and things.
Seeing if anything would happen.
No, just making him uncomfortable because I knew that he was by himself. It was like him and another guy.
You're horrible. Making him uncomfortable.
He's a piece of stool.
You're a bully.
Yeah.
How you get a bully? I'm the victim.
You're the victim?
I've heard this before.
Who are you?
I've been victimized so many times. You know what? Nobody hears. All they hear is the shot. They don't see the person get slapped before it gets to that point. They see the the big response. They don't see what actually caused all of the things to happen. You know what I mean? So it's really, and Josh, because he wasn't involved with nothing. It just was him taking credit.
You're an equal opportunity destroyer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you will go, do you go after any kids? Because I know you go after men, women. It doesn't matter what nationality, what religion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I try not to.
Do you go into every battle knowing that you like there's no fear?
Well, yeah. You gotta look. Fear is optional, as always, but danger's real. You know, so you gotta look. You gotta know who you're talking to.
But you talk to everybody, and I don't think that you go and say, "Oh, I'm not saying nothing about this person because this person is a beast."
You know what happened? What I was doing was I don't like to start the thing. I can always
you
tell
said this before, bro.
Yeah. I can always show you.
So everyone pick on you.
They did. Right. Oh, that's something to agitate.
Right.
Like you look.
What did Madonna do?
Madonna, I just looked. I said the first time, I said, look, you gotta adjust. What's going on? You can't be like a virgin at 63.
Right.
Fuck it. That's it. This is the real shit. Look.
Fast forward to today, and it seems new evidence has surfaced showing Will Smith at one of Diddy's controversial parties. These events have long been shrouded in rumors, with attendees describing wild scenes filled with hedonism and questionable morals. One infamous photo from a 2004 Miami party shows a woman pose as a centerpiece while Diddy enjoys a chocolate-covered strawberry, with celebrities like Bruce Willis and Diana Ross, along with Will Smith, reportedly looking on. This image has raised serious concerns about Hollywood's quiet acceptance of exploitative behavior. As this news spreads, fans can't help but wonder, why would a seemingly wholesome actor like Will attend such parties?
Will Smith, you told me before that you was at a party before that they attended and you said the party was weird. Tell me about that.
Okay, this is boxer. His name Twan. He's from our neighborhood. He was married to Tanisha Arnold. The broad played Pam on Martin Lawrence. We went to the party with her. I mean, it was matter of fact, it was a Set It Off party. Jada Pinkett, Biblical Fox, all of them was there. You know what I'm saying? It was just seemed like Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati. It's like Biblical Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with big old booty and shit. No, he was gay and I'm over. What the f going on here? It's just a lot of weird dude. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what Tupac, I guess he wanted to get up out of the Illuminati or something. But I seen her there. That, matter of fact, MC Lyte pulled off with Tanisha Arnold. You know what I'm saying? In her brand new 560, black one. Yeah. Weird, dude. Yeah, that's some weird ass going on, you know? Yeah.
And what was Tupac doing at the party, yo?
Him and Puff was there together. They was there, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know how they fell out or nothing like that. They was road dogs, you know what I'm saying? They even got pictures of them. He got on that blue sweater with the turtleneck. Him and him hugged up like this with the black hat. Have you ever seen that picture?
Nah, I don't recall, but I'm pretty sure I came across it.
Yeah. That picture there, they was at that party that day. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of weird, that that shit weird, dude. Yeah, bunch of, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not no gay basher or nothing. I mean, none of that. That shit ain't right, you know what I'm saying? That whole party was weirdoed out. Yeah, and it was Jada Pinkett. What?
You saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
I guess it was the Illuminati. It's just weird. I know I wouldn't want to be part of no like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from the old school, dude, and that shit wasn't really tolerated with my generation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hate crime, yes, but it's more tolerated these days and nothing like that. It's more, you know what I'm saying, more open now, you know what I'm saying? But back then it was kind of fishy, you know what I'm saying? Still kind of fishy, you know, but it's more, you know, out there now.
The internet is buzzing with theories about Lil's attendance at these events. Was it purely for business networking, or is there something more sinister at play? Some fans speculate that these gatherings could be a way for Diddy to indoctrinate celebrities or test their loyalty. A chilling theory even suggests that Diddy might have damaging footage on Will, using it as leverage, a power move to ensure silence or compliance from those around him.
It's coffee. So it's all a possibility.
Do you think it's any celebrities on them tapes?
Bro, he gave celebrity parties. So what you think? You know, I think they're not telling the whole truth, is that because of the situation in Miami and the situation in California, and they closed the clubs like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. or something like that, that Justin and Christian was bringing big vans of girls and people back to the mansion and giving parties and stuff like that. And a lot of those stuff were their parties. A lot of that shit was their parties. They wasn't always Puff parties. It was his son's parties.
Good point. They said some of these freakouts will last for days.
That's where they're gonna get him on the sex trap thing. Especially like if he was traveling and doing it. That's where the sex trap come at. That you hiring sex workers to come and have sex with your girl? That's crazy. That's some Hollywood that I don't even know, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But they also claiming that, Diddy, he'll give it to his victims to keep them obedient.
Then they have to bring those witnesses in there. That's gonna be something hard to prove. Unless Lil Rob or or Cassie state that was something that happened. That's how the prosecutor's gonna prove that. They got a ton of evidence that they gotta try to prove, bro. A lot of that if you read it, it could be circumstantial, you know what I'm saying? But they gotta have witness to back it up. You just can't say that happened based on somebody lawsuit and what the words that they're saying. They have to have witnesses in there. And I think Puff lawyers is gonna be smart enough to attack that.
Right. And they claiming that Diddy, he was blackmailing his victims because he had videos from old freak-offs and he was using those videos to get his victims to do another freak-off. So
if he was blackmailing people, especially people that work for him, see, this is what it's gonna get him at. See, people think that, those people work for him, or those people, if they was artists and they worked for him, or they were engineers, or anybody that worked for them and stuff like that, your boss cannot blackmail you to do nothing. If you do a sexual act or you doing anything, your boss, if he have you doing those things like that, then he could be liable for suit. Because you're not doing it willingly. Because that individual is your boss. So psychologically, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say, that when somebody has something over you, could determine your job, your career, your livelihood. That's somewhat of a blackmail if they holding stuff that they've done, that you've done in the past, over your head to make you continually doing that stuff. Now, that's where he loses at. Cause some of those people work for him, or he was a part of doing something. They was part of doing something for their career with him. That's why he loses that case.
This theory isn't standing alone. Will's behavior during the notorious Oscars slap incident, where he hit Chris Rock over a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, has also been connected to Diddy. Remember, Diddy publicly downplayed the situation and even offered to help resolve it like family. But was this really a genuine act of support? Or could it have been a strategic move to keep Will in his debt?
Not know that this year was going to be the most exciting Oscars ever. Okay, Will and Chris, we're going to solve that like family at the gold party. Okay? But right now we're moving on with love. Everybody make some noise. Queen B.
It's a blueprint, and I followed it my whole career. It's very simple. There's three things. You just do these three things. Pay your taxes, mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your mouth!
The implications here run deep. Former bodyguard Jen Deal has claimed that Diddy once felt threatened by Will and Jada's interactions with his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. Diddy even went so far as to demand security nearby in case things escalated. Could it be that Will and Diddy's relationship has always had an underlying tension stemming from moments like these? Or even worse, is it possible that Will has been pushed into silence, fearing what Diddy might expose about him?
Story about how Puffy wanted to fight Will Smith over Jennifer Lopez.
Oh man. We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, like, and then he went like this, you know, like, and I went over towards him. He's trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him. I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out you. Now, Puff could scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But he could scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then, he said that shit. So, I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in. Yeah, but that shit was funny. He thought that Jada and Will was coming on too strong to Jennifer, making advances.
As we dig deeper, another unsettling aspect comes to light: Jaden Smith's alleged presence at these parties. Many fans are questioning why he would expose his son to such an environment. Was this a misguided attempt to kickstart Jaden's career by connecting him with influential figures in the industry? Or, as some speculate, is it just part of an unspoken Hollywood rule that suggests mingling at exclusive parties is necessary for acceptance into the upper echelons of fame?
Like a brother to me.
Yeah, these two go way back.
Guess who? J Smith and JB. I got you, little bro.
That's 16-year-old Justin and 11-year-old Jaden when they collaborated on the pop star's 2010 song, Never Say Never.
I think that it's cool to just collaborate with people who you know.
Which was also the theme song for Jaden's film, The Karate Kid.
I've gotten to a place where I have like a core group and people who are really supporting me and encouraging me, and I never had that before. You know, I never created those type of relationships, so now it feels like I have so much.
I honestly just love him and like what he's doing, like, and the amount of change he's been able to make in the world is just insane. Life is hard, you know, we all go through things, you know what I'm saying, but the difference between other people is that no one knows about it. You know what I'm saying, and it's really difficult for people like Justin, for me, for all types of people in the limelight.
Justin and Jaden clearly unapologetic about the bond they've created over the years.
I think that he's amazing, like, honestly.
And this reunion was one of the many magical moments for the two in the desert during Coachella weekend.
In light of these revelations, fans have turned to other celebrities for their thoughts on Diddy's party scene. Stars like Ashton Kutcher, Khloe Kardashian, Usher, and even 50 Cent have all hinted at a wild and uncomfortable atmosphere. Kutcher once shared an unusual friendship with Diddy, while Khloe admitted she felt overwhelmed by the sheer hedonism. Usher, who lived with Diddy, stated that he would never let his own children attend such parties. Even 50 Cent has commented on the strange interactions he's had with Diddy, expressing discomfort over his odd behavior and cryptic remarks. Could these anecdotes point to a deeper truth about Diddy's parties and explain why Will's attendance is raising so many eyebrows?
You heard about the reports that Ashton Kutcher, he's worried that Diddy might lie on his friends? You heard about that?
But that's what I've been saying. I said, if the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying? So they were close, they was cool.
But you think Diddy would do something like that? Lie on other celebrities?
Well, why would it have to be a lie? Because if he get caught in, he gonna be as truthful as possible. You understand? He's gonna give them enough information, whereas that it's gonna make him look like the choir boy. So, Ashton Kutcher, he has a right to be kind of alarmed if he was doing things with Diddy. Remember they used to have that group called the what do they call it? The Brat Pack? With Diddy, him, and a couple other guys was hanging out. Leonardo, one other guy too. I forgot the other guy's name. So, they all might be worried.
For him to come out with that comment, I mean, that is suspect. It sounds like he's worried that Diddy might give up some information.
That's why. That's why he made that statement. To set it up. To set up the atmosphere that, yo, this guy's gonna lie on us. This guy ain't gonna tell the truth on us. But what we know is that wherever Diddy went, his tape recorders went. His camera equipment was working. He was videotaping everything. So they might have that videotape already.